Hello there, and how is your new year coming? It's the third day of the year, and I'm super excited for 2023 for what it has in store for you and I. I don't know if we are really big on starting a year with a new year resolution. I am big on resolutions, but sometimes it's so hard to keep up with the resolutions. So this year, what was your resolution, and how are you? It's just the third day in the year. How are you coming with your resolution? One of what I want you to put on the resolution this year is your finance. Financial journey, financial freedom, financial planning. They are so important because we see that a lot of times we have people struggling with their finances. If people are in debt, they have bad credit score, bad credit numbers, and when they buy things, they have to pay high interest rate because of this. So we have to take a closely look into our financial journey, understanding our finances, and see how we can improve on where one is lacking. January, I'm very big on having a budget, having an annual budget, a quarter budget, or a monthly budget. And it's not something big, it's not something you have to probably use the numbers or have a big Excel sheet to work on. You can just you be having a journal. So I tell people, is your budget, is it smart enough? Smart means, is it specific? Is it measurable? Is it realizable? Is it achievable? Right? And is it timely? So is January. If you don't have a budget now, then whatever budget you make now is good. It will make those needs, but it's not timely. Because if it's timely, you're supposed to have prepared for the budget by the end of last year. So before you start the budget, the first thing you need to do is go through your finances for last year, go through and see what it is you're spending money on, how much is the income, what are the expenses, how much are you planning, or do you like an estimated amount to spend on these expenses and income, then have them listed out, and that is the budget. At the end of each period, it might be a weekly budget, it might be a monthly budget. At the end of the period, what you do is you now check the actual, which is what you spent in that month, with the projected amount, just the budgeted amount. Then you have a variance. It could be a positive variance, it could be a negative variance. A positive variance means you spent lesser than the amount you budgeted. So in the following month, when you are preparing the budget, you put this into consideration. If it's a negative variance, then that means you actually spent more than what you had budgeted for, which is not good. So budget is good. Are you keeping up to the budget is another thing. So like I said, there are different methods and different ways of writing budget. Some would say the 80-20 rule. I like the popular 50-30-20 rule, which says 50% of your income should be on your needs, 30% should be on your wants, and 20% should be on savings and on debt repayment and on retirement plan, which is a good one. But with inflation surging so high in the United States, is the 50% of your income actually enough to pay your expenses, let alone having savings? Honestly, it's so difficult. And I tell people that's why the first thing you need to do before you start spending is you need to make sure you have a breakdown, have a budget. Let this budget help you see how much you're making and how much your expenses are. So once you know what it is, are you making more or you are making less? If you are making less, start looking for ways to increase your income. Or better still, how do you reduce the expenses? For example, having a TV in the house and you watch a cable TV is a want, is not a need. A need would be to have a TV you watch over an internet. So if you want extra, then you start having thinking of having a cable TV. So if your expenses is more than your income, might start thinking of cutting off the cable bills. Another good example is you want a Mercedes Benz or you want a Toyota. All this, having a vehicle here is really important. The type of vehicle you need, it becomes a want, not a need. So you need to be able to differentiate between your needs and your want. Being able to do that, it helps you project and see what how your finances are. And another important thing I tell my clients and friends is, first of all, you have to be self-aware of your money needs, and be conscious of how you spend. Are you an impulse spender? Are you an impulse buyer? Do you just buy things? Do you just spend money? First of all, you need to have a is the new year. To get financially free, you have to sit back, relax, check your finances. What it is that I'm making in terms of income, what are the sources of income? Not money I'm expecting to come, what I know will come in at the end of the month. You have that listed out. what are the expenses? The expenses, right, we break them down into needs and wants. The needs are what are basic amenities, clothing, shelter, feeding. The wants are extra. You want to go on a dinner date, you want a birthday party, you want to throw a lavish lifestyle, you want to go on a vacation. All those are wants. Wants are good, but they have to be planned. When you start spending borrowed money on wants, then it becomes a problem. So this year we will be discussing it of financially ways of getting financially free. And I'm so excited, and I hope you're excited to go on this journey with me. If you have not met before, my name is Olufin Sham. I'm a road agent, and I look forward to help you in working on this financial path. And I look forward to many more videos. And thank you for watching. Bye for now.